Don't be racist, don't be racist, until it comes to Indians. Why do we even bother preaching equality when we can't even be equal? People have the audacity to say that goody two-shoes stuff, love every culture, and then trash Indians as if they were another being. Okay, pardon me if this next line offends anyone. It really shouldn't, but if it does, that sucks, I guess. If you cannot love all races, you cannot love all. Stop assuming that Indians are going to be more lenient and easygoing when it comes to racist jokes. For example, not even a week ago, some random kid in passing period came up to me and played an old Indian song for me with the stereotypical ding-ling-ling-ling. And yes, I'm Indian. Yes, I'm going to talk about Indians because it's an ongoing issue of racism. Deal with it. This kid was your typical 12-year-old Cheetos and reverse chubby figures in a Nintendo Switch that looked like it just came out of World War I fast food edition. Apparently someone taught him that making fun of other races than white was funny because afterwards he said, "Yo, this your theme song?" Mind you, I have no clue whose child this is, but if I was a mother and this was my child going up to a random Indian girl in school and being racist, I would gladly slap him in the face Indian mother style because this is not acceptable behavior. I'm not saying that his mother should actually go slap him in the face, but he should get disciplined, bro. Why are we normalizing treating strangers like best friends? Because if you ever tried this out, I hope not, but like if you did, you would come to realize that strangers aren't very fond of getting made fun of by people who they have no personal connection to. They're not gonna find your racist TikTok jokes funny because they have no clue who you are. And also, you're giving strangers such a horrendous first impression. Imagine your first instinct when meeting someone is to be racist because it's dark humor. Bruh. And I will admit that it's funny when you're talking to people that you actually have a relationship with, but when you cross a line and say it to someone who's probably having a bad day, or even worse, a good day, you're just gonna snap down their mood so fast, and all because you're trying to be humorous. In reality, you're the joke, not the stereotype. Indians have done so much for the world in such little time. Since its independence, India has become the most populous country in the world and among some of the fastest growing economies, significantly boosting global economic growth. Even before independence, India had been a key factor in medicines and education, and especially in math. It was Indian soil where the first university was built. It was Indian mathematicians that created the modern decimal system and the concept of zero. It was India that made chess and other well-known board games that spread to others and entertained others before the age of technology. It was India that rooted algebra, trigonometry, calculus. How dare someone call Indians useless? Because I've seen people call India a joke when they successfully fought for their independence and since then became one of the fastest growing countries ever, fueled enjoyment with games, and became the root of knowledge for most medicines, education, and mathematics. I'm sure every culture has their own type of expertise, but we're talking about India right now. The ones who are getting excluded from the all races are equal group. Everyone's faced some sort of discrimination. It's time we come together, all of us, and support each other instead of harassing Indians because honestly, Indians are lit as fuck.